everybody wanted to tell me yesterday it was a done deal, but Wayne didn't say yes to us yesterday. He rang me yesterday morning and said that he was very strongly positive towards the Adelaide Footy Club. Would love to say yes, but there are a few little issues that we needed to sort through, and that's the absolute truth. And there were, because until last night we hadn't finalised any financial arrangements going forward in 03 and 04. So it became yes late last night, and we had great optimism that that would happen last night, and hence we called this thing this morning. If we didn't have an answer of yes, well, it would have been, it ain't worked, and see you later, but we're happy that it has.
So you didn't talk money until last night?
Pardon me?
You didn't talk money until last night?
We originally put I suppose a framework in place, and then last night we just needed to do some finalisation of it, because we hadn't, from the first time that we met through to the last time, there hasn't been any discussion. I think it underlines, it's a reasonable opportunity for me to say that Wayne has not at any stage, it's a reasonable message for our stakeholders, our members and so forth, that Wayne not at any stage through this exercise has been pushing and prodding on money. It's been a very professionally, I think maturely undertaken exercise from his point of view to assess which club it is, and money didn't get really down to the nitty-gritty until last night and how we structure it and what we do. And I think the other thing, if I may, while I've got the chance, I think I need to deliver a message to our members and our club stakeholders who may have a question mark in their own mind. I don't mind saying this, is that Wayne is within our structure and where it fits. We've not been unfair to our own structure or compromised ourselves. And bluntly, Wayne is quite some considerable list down in terms of our highest paid players, I can promise you that. We've not compromised our structure. We've not he's not asked of us to come into the club and be the highest paid player. It simply is not the case. And to say that we've been delighted with that part of the exercise would be an understatement.
So in 1994, we did the club held a press conference to announce that Tony Moffat was theirs. He ended up in Sydney.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, there are, and look, we understand that. But all I can say to you, Jake, is that we have the strongest possible resolve. You know, it's head down and tail up, and we'll make the thing work. That's all I can say to you. And I know this, hadn't remembered that, but I understand the perils of it very clearly. But we'll do our very, very best to make it work.
Like I said before, it's up to the Adelaide Football Club and the Kangaroos.
Is there a signature on the dotted line, mate, subject to review?
Yes.
Why is it a pay cut for you? It seems that you're not the highest paid player in the club. Can you tell us if this is half of what you normally get?
Yeah, look, like Stephen said before, it's fairly significant. It's under half of what I was getting paid to play this year. And like I said, this was never about money. It's always been about coming back and playing good footy for a couple of years. Hopefully more than that. But it's never been about the money. And Stephen said that just before.
Stephen, the Roos have consistently said they want first round draft pick. Are the Crows willing to give that up?
Well, I think I made the point before that I'm not prepared to define it. We don't know what we don't know where we're going to land in terms of the pick. And we don't know what that pick's really worth just yet. So I reckon to lock yourself into a first round or a pick 5 or a pick 15 where you don't really know what pick 5 or 15 are really worth until you've gone right through the assessment process with James and the recruiting team and Jonna. I mean, I think that's just a dumb thing to do. So I'm not going to say yes we would or no we wouldn't, but all I'm saying to you is that we've got a very steely resolve to make sure this thing works.
Can you tell us about your mental and physical state after you've gone away from
Yeah, look, the mental state, I've gone through a pretty tough couple of months, I would say. But as far as that's concerned, I'm glad that I've come to this decision. This decision has been weighing heavily. It's been, like I said before, very tough. So that's a weight off the shoulders. Physically, I feel fantastic. Went for a run this morning around the Opera House and feel really good. The year off has done me wonders, done the body wonders, and yeah, just looking forward to kicking the footy again.
You've got nothing to prove as a player, so I'll just ask you why play.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You know, I don't know. I definitely think this is the biggest challenge in my football career, apart from actually starting your career out and sort of paving your way. But to me, this is a huge challenge. I'm really excited by it. It's a new start. As it turns out, it is a new state. It's a new club, new people, new players. I'm just really looking forward to that challenge. And I concede the fact this is a huge challenge and the biggest one in my football career, but one that I'm really looking forward to, and wouldn't be doing it if I didn't think that I could come back and have a real impact.
How difficult was it to come to the decision? I mean, you've had a really difficult few months. How difficult was it for you to sit down and really clearly come to the decision?
Oh, look, very, very difficult. You know, it's really gone on for a couple of months, and really I probably didn't appreciate once again what sort of attention that this would receive, me making a decision about a football club that I'd like to play at. I really didn't understand that it'd be like this, and that's made it tougher. But yeah, look, very, very difficult. Like I said before, all the clubs that I've spoken to have just been, you know, so professional. I can't make a point of that enough. They've been great, and you know, from the coaches of those clubs, and just not only the fact that saying come to our club to play football, but the fact that they just wanted to see me play football again. That really gave me a lot of confidence, and you know, even this morning ringing those clubs to let them know that this was the decision. You know, the message was, look, mate, we just want to see you play footy again. It's not with our club. Good luck, and I hope you play well, except when you play against us.
Did you ever think of walking away from the sport entirely? I mean, did you ever that ever cross your mind?
Oh, look, from the time, from the 13th of March until the time I got back from overseas the second time, I wasn't going to play football again. And it was while I was overseas with a friend that I really realised that the body felt great, the mind, the passion, all of that come back, and I just felt that I had to. My family, my friends, people who I confide in, all said, you've got to play football again. And I've taken that advice, and I'm hungry to do so.
Why is there a runner-up?
Is there a runner-up?
Is there a runner-up? Is there
No, like I said, look, there really wasn't. It was the fact that Adelaide was the club. There was no runner-up. All the clubs, like I said, were great. Yeah, look, I spoke to Sydney this morning. You know, there's been a lot of innuendo about a decision that had already been made. I think Stephen made that point clear that it wasn't made until, you know, late last night. So I rang Sydney this morning, Collingwood and the Bombers. Didn't get through to Eddie, but left a message on his phone. But I'll call him later on today, and also obviously have the opportunity to speak to all of those coaches, as in Paul Roos. I also want to speak to Peter Schwab. I've spoken to John Hook, but all the coaches have just been so supportive as far as playing footy again, and I've really appreciated that, and I'll pass that on to them. Hopefully you'll pass that on to them for me throughout the papers and TV, but personally as well. I really want to have a chat to them and let them know I really appreciate it.
Given the events earlier this year, do you think the supporters of Adelaide are entitled to see you as a suitable role model?
Yeah, look, it's one of those issues that really is it's an adult thing, isn't it? I think if you go out on a football field and you talk about a role model to kids, I think you'd have to sit down most kids under the age of 14 and explain what happened. It's not something that...
In Sydney, Wayne Carey, the biggest signing in the 12-year history of the Adelaide Football Club. He used to be an Adelaide Crow. Still some water to go under the bridge, as they said. The Crows need to strike a deal now with the Kangaroos, but Wayne Carey has made it quite clear he wishes to play with the Adelaide Football Club, a 2-year deal, so he will play in 2003 and 2004. Stay with us throughout the day for updates. We'll have the full story and the entire wrap-up tonight.
Street. Who don't they trust? I mean, do they? I mean, that's a bit of a derogatory comment to their partners, saying who don't you trust? I mean, it's a two-way thing that happened. It wasn't a one-way thing. If you get my point by saying that.
Okay, that is live from Sydney. Wayne Carey and Adelaide CEO Stephen Trigg announcing that they intend for Wayne Carey to play at the Adelaide Football Club for the next 2 years. Of course, the AFL trade week doesn't start till October the 24th, so it can't become all official until then. But as Stephen Trigg mentioned, he's pretty confident that it will happen. So that is great news for the Adelaide Football Club. And of course, you'll get the full story on National 9 News at 6 o'clock tonight. Well, that about wraps it up. That was live from the Hotel Intercontinental in Sydney. Wayne Carey, it's official, does intend playing for the Adelaide Football Club and signing a 2-year deal. Enjoy the rest of your day on Channel 9.